Reporting live from Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.
You people hang your hat on the dumbest I've ever seen. Let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did.
This week, all eyes have been on the Carmelo Anthony case after it was announced that the 9-year-old was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison. Now, if you're not familiar with the situation, Carmelo was attending a track meet in his hometown last year when he was approached by fellow students, including Austin Metcalf, and told he needed to move from underneath a tent. According to reports, the situation escalated after Metcalf allegedly pushed Carmelo during the confrontation. Carmelo then responded by stabbing Metcalf after reportedly warning him not to put his hands on him. As debate surrounding the case continues, the parents of both teenagers are now speaking publicly. In a new interview conducted on Wednesday, Jeff Metcalf, Austin's father, sat down with the outlet Jinx Reality for a conversation that lasted nearly 3 hours. While the interview appeared to be an opportunity for a grieving father to share his perspective, it now seems to have backfired as clips of Metcalf making racist remarks have begun circulating online. At one point, Metcalf even referred to Carmelo Anthony as a watermelon felon, while seemingly attempting to go viral. Is greater than.
Only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did.
Now, D.L. Hughley, who has been closely following the case, caught wind of the comments and quickly responded to several offensive statements made during the interview. Over on Instagram, while sharing some of Metcalf's racially charged remarks, Hughley wrote, "Number 1, no parent should ever have to bury their child. Number 2, your loss isn't a free pass to spread racist tropes, push false stereotypes about black fathers, or make broad generalizations about you people." As mentioned earlier, the interview runs for nearly 3 hours and also features Metcalf criticizing just about everyone connected to the case. While he does open up about the pain of losing his son, many viewers have focused more on his behavior throughout the interview. For some people, it's even led them to wonder whether Austin shared similar views to his father, despite not personally knowing him.
To Austin Metcalf daddy, I see where he get it from. Huh? Listen, watermelon felon and all. I see where he get it from. All of the stuff that you said in this video and how you actually felt throughout this trial, that shows exactly who you are. I don't care what nobody say. You try to act like it's not about race, but it was. The entire time. And for everybody who even looked like me trying to say, oh, right is right, wrong is wrong. It wasn't right what happened to Austin Metcalf. Y'all goofy.
And at first, I was like, okay, this is a grieving father. Let me share some of the clips that came from this live stream.
Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
And I've got more clips coming, but for any of you that are going to say this is AI, this is fake, this is literally a 3-hour live stream that you can go through and watch. Let me play another clip.
And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. It means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or race or gender. Whose broad-ass idea was that? I don't know about you, but when I grew up, there was no participation trophy. Yeah. There wasn't a safe space created for me because my feelings were hurt.
Now, watching this, I remind myself that Austin was a child, was being raised with somebody that's spewing this kind of mentality.
If a motherfucker my son, I ain't doing no interview. I'm a different kind of man than you, boy, and I'm taller and my dick bigger. Have a good day, short man.
Keep telling people to watch what comes out of folks' mouth when they mad, because Austin Metcalf's father got angry and suddenly all this ugly stuff started coming out. All these names, all these insults, all this hate. And what stood out to me wasn't even the anger. It was the fact that some people seem offended that Carmelo Anthony is still alive. Some of y'all wanted this story to end with 2 dead kids instead of 1. Some of y'all don't want accountability. Y'all want revenge. And those are 2 different things. The truth is, no amount of interviews, social media posts, name calling, or public outrage is going to change what.
So, as you can see, a lot of people have been troubled by this interview. Honestly, it's hard to tell exactly what the goal was. It clearly appears that Jeff is still carrying a tremendous amount of pain from losing his son just last year. To me, it feels like a sign that he probably shouldn't be doing interviews at this stage, considering how emotional and hurt he still seems over everything that's happened. As most people know, making public appearances while operating from a place of intense emotion doesn't always lead to the best outcomes. Sometimes it's important to recognize when it's the right time to be in front of a camera and when it isn't, especially when you're still processing something this traumatic. It also raises the question of whether those around him are stepping in and saying, "Jeff, maybe now isn't the right time for this." Perhaps waiting until he's had more time to heal and better manage those emotions would be beneficial. And to DL's point, being hurt by something doesn't automatically give someone the right to be disrespectful toward others. Once that line is crossed, people are likely to respond with that same energy. If you take a look at the comments sections, that's exactly what's happening. He even went as far as criticizing Anthony's family. At that point, you have to ask, what was the purpose of this interview? And is this really the outcome he was hoping for? Looking through clips of the interview online, many commenters are saying things like, "See, this explains what Austin may have been exposed to growing up. Now, Jeff has stated that he's not racist, but it's fair to say that using a phrase like watermelon felon is going to cause people to question that claim. That's simply the reality of how people are going to react." Again, this goes back to the earlier point. If he's still in such an emotional state, this may not be the best time for him to be speaking publicly. As DL Hughley suggested, pain doesn't automatically excuse disrespectful or offensive comments. Most people understand that Jeff is dealing with an unimaginable loss, and many likely sympathize with that. However, empathy for someone's pain doesn't mean accepting harmful remarks directed at others. That seems to be the central point DL was trying to make. As we've mentioned in our previous coverage, there are no winners in this situation. The Metcalf family lost their son, and the Anthony family is losing their son in a completely different way. And when you step back and look at everything, it all stemmed from a dispute over seating under a tent. If you'd like to watch the full interview for yourself, we chose to air it here on Hype Plus as part of documenting this moment. Head over to our YouTube channel right now, watch the interview, and form your own opinion. Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Do you give Jeff Metcalf a pass because he's dealing with tremendous grief? Or do you agree with DL Hughley that there is no excuse for those remarks? For more news, comedy, culture, and sports coverage, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Hype Plus across all social media platforms. And if you enjoyed this story, visit our website to check out full interviews and additional original content. Reporting live from Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.